Hi, this is Tom Your Florida Realtor. Uh, Remember my last video we talked about new home. Is that the way you should go? New construction? Or should you buy a resale? Let's talk about the dirt that new home is going to be built on. There are 21 different cost drivers for a golf access property. And a couple of those points, but there's 21, but we'll go over the main ones here. And put a link together or reach out and I'll send you the information on what those 21 cost drivers are. One, the back part of the house is where you're going to spend most of your time. More than likely, you're going to want a pool or have a pool. You're going to see the sunset, so western exposure is the most desirable when we're looking at dirt. Second is southern exposure, right? It has a lot to do with the heating of the pool, where the sun comes over, reduces your bill. But the views, southern and western or southwest, west-south, it's a plus to have western exposure. Two, the size of the lot. Obviously, larger is going to cost you more, but you have more options. Third, the shape of the lot. And people always say, what do you mean the shape of the lot? Cape Coral has a lot of navigable waterways, and there's a lot of cul-de-sacs and a lot of corners and turns and things to consider. If the back part of that lot is pie-shaped, that means the area of your home that you're going to be using the most has the most amount of dirt. That's a huge plus. People like that. Conversely, if your pie shape is reversed and it curves on the front and your rear exposure is only about, not your rear exposure, but the back exposure for the home is only 45 feet, it's not as worth as much. Another one is travel time. If you get in your boat and you turn the key, how long is it going to take you to get to the river? 5 minutes? That's a premium. 45 minutes? Not so much. Does it go under a bridge? If so, how many? And the bridge is an important question. I have an email that I put together, frequently asked questions. It's called All Things Cape Coral or All Things Southwest Florida. And on it is a link so you can determine how high that bridge is your boat has to go under. Because think about it. I buy a boat, it's got a tower, flying bridge. I can't get under the bridge unless it's low tide. So you're gonna play the tide game. You gotta go out at 9, gotta be back by noon. It's not much fun. Two, one bridge or two, you better know the height of both bridges, all right? Direct access is obviously premium. Get in the boat, go. But let's say you're over on Nevis Parkway. It's a straight shot out to the river. Very nice. However, on the other side of that river is Veterans Parkway. Now they have one of those large walls between the highway and your home and the water. Does that noise carry over? Sure does. There's a lot to consider when selecting a lot. Particularly, we know about the UTEP program, the Utility Expansion Program, where we're all well and septic. Back in the 50s, Cape Coral was a low-density rural community, so well and septic was the standard procedure. As a city, we've moved away from it. Now, when we first started, which started in the southern part, Cape Coral is actually a peninsula. When we started down in the Rose Garden area, it was relatively inexpensive. It was basically free for those people. It's now up to $40,000. So take that in consideration when you're buying some dirt. How much will it be when they come and I have to put take out the well and septic and connect to the city water and sewer? And people said, well, do I have to do it? Yeah, you do. There's been a lot of lawsuits. They always lose. It's deemed better for the community. So it's something you're going to have to take in consideration. Now, people say, well, I'll just search for homes where the assessment is paid. I don't favor that because people have been paying on that assessment for 5, 10, 15 years, whatever. It may only be a few $100s. It may be negotiable at close that the seller pays for the assessment to be paid off. But it's something you need to know. Are there turtles on that lot? Turtles, golfer turtles here are protected and they're expensive to move, but they're protected. Same thing with burrowing owls. They're protected. Right? And they're a little bit more difficult to turtles because there's seasonality that comes with these turtles and doves. Turtles and owls. Don't disregard a lot because a turtle is on it, but be aware. The lot across from where I live had 8 turtle nests on it. 4 were active, $5,000 to move each one of those turtles. That lot cost that person $20,000. He purchased the lot several years ago. The turtles got moved there or came there on their own. But take into consideration, I had a listing for Muhammad Nice lot, corner lot, just wasn't getting activity. I couldn't figure out why. When I first went there, took the pictures, got it all set up, there was no problems. Then burrowing owl decided, oh, I like this lot. I'm going to live here. When you have a burrowing owl, what they will ask you is, one, adjust the design and the location of the house. Move it away, move it around on the lot. Well, most Cape Coral lots are quarter acres, sort of hard to do. Two, delay the construction. Well, a lot of people don't like that idea either. They said, why am I going to wait? Three, open up an area for hopefully the owl move too. Now you can, and I'm going to get letters and calls from the friends of the owls and the friends of the turtles saying you can't do that. The truth is you can. There's a cost, and you have to have a licensed biologist in the state of Florida who will follow rules and regulations. One of those rules and regulations, I can't move them today if the temperature is going to be significantly different the next day. Two, is a breeding season, they can't be moved at all. Okay. So when you're taking a look at a lot, there's a lot to consider. So when it comes to burrowing owls and turtles, don't totally disregard them, but be aware that if you really love this lot, there's going to be a cost in either dollars or time. So there's a lot to consider, from its location, the travel time on the water. Do you go under a bridge? If you go under one bridge, do you go under two? Are there turtles? Is there owls? Is there an assessment now, or is there an assessment coming? There's a lot to know here, and that's why you use a local agent. So if you're thinking about building or buying a lot here in Southwest Florida, give me a call, 239-313-9209. This is Tom, your Florida Realtor. SWFLreal-estate.com is the website. Don't forget that dash. Give me a call. Let's talk about what you want to do. I can help guide you down the road that's best for you. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.